years of patent insider expertise. I got my expertise working as the guy that stamps the patents inside the patent office. I did that for 10 years, and then I took the patent bar and said, hey, let me help you guys get through this process. So that's what I do. If you've been with us for a while, basically we have 4 fundamental steps of the patent process. That's what we've been talking about, the 4 fundamental steps of the patent process. Actually, it's not just 4 videos. We had to go into in depth on a few things just to kind of give you the good stuff, the inside track. So, we're here, we try to give you the game, give you the inside patent game to understand what's happening so you don't get just hosed by the process. So basically, we talked about the first step being doing your homework. Gotta do your due diligence. Gotta do your due diligence. The second part being, second step being the provisional patent application. And then the third step being filing the non-provisional utility application. Within that, we talked about the process, the initial filing of it, the examination and patent prosecution process. We also talked about what can happen at the end of that first series of back and forth with the examiner. What are your options? What can you do? What are some things you can do? And then, so now we're here with the best part. I mean, this is the best part of the whole process. Wow, it's the most important part of the whole process. It's the most rewarding part of the whole process. Step 4, getting an actual granted patent. I mean, that's amazing. You see your name on an official sealed document. I mean, it's big, beautiful patent document. United States of America, seal, everything with your name on it. You're an inventor. You have your patent is now part of the patent process. It's part of history. It's amazing. Hopefully by this part, you have, not pull all your hair out and turn your hair gray from the process, but basically, if you get to this point, you will have patent protection from 20 years from the date of filing your application. So that means from the time we started that initial filing of the non-provisional to the time that, for 20 years, you have a patent. There's some details that we have to talk about, but for the most part, you have a patent for 20 years. If you did a provisional, you actually get 21 years. So there is a lot of value in getting that provisional patent out there. Now, you only get that 1 year if the provisional actually has all the details or all the support for what you put in the non-provisional. If you added a whole bunch of stuff and that wasn't there, then they're only going to give you the 20 years if it ever comes up. But for the most part, they kind of will give you that 21 with the provisional as well. So what do you need to know about this? Well, if you successfully complete the process and the examiner says, yes, I have found nothing, you're fully compliant, your invention is useful, there's no 101s, fully compliant, no 112s, it is novel, no 102s, it is non-obvious, no 103s, bam. Allowable subject matter, here's your notice of allowance. That means your patent has been granted. Your idea is new, novel, it's great. Now, here's the thing. Some stuff you need to be aware of. Right now you should be like, yes, I got it, I got the patent. But you want to make sure that you have the right advice from your practitioner. You want to consider, do I want to file protect other aspects that have become apparent to me in this process that I didn't really protect in the beginning? If that's the case, you want to file what's called a continuation, which means you maintain the exact same application. Maybe there's some things in the claims that you didn't really talk about in this patented application, but they're in the application. You want to make sure they're protected. So the diligent thing to do would be to file what's called a continuation application. Maybe there's some other, when you want to see how broad your claims can get from the ones that we're allowed to cover, give you some cover around your actual patent and your invention, your technology. So this would also be an ideal time to file a continuation. So if you do these things, what basically happens is before you pay an issue fee, because the patent office, you have to pay them every time you can want to continue the prosecution process. When you actually get a patent, you have to pay them too, what's called an issue fee. And then once you have a patent issued, you have to pay what's called a maintenance fee. And these are regular intervals, like 3, 5, 8, different years that you have to pay. We can go into that more in detail right now. I'm not really trying to get into the nitty-gritty of the maintenance fees. Hopefully, if you had a patent also, you want to, this will be a bonus tip. This is a bonus tip. We said the fourth part of the fundamental step is that of the patent process is a patent grant. and we're giving you some inside information of what you need to be aware of. Before the payment of the issue fee, you want to really think about your strategy. You want to look at what do you need to file some continuations to extend the life of your patent. Maybe you need to file what's called a continuation in part. Maybe there's some new things that you developed since the beginning, but you want to also make sure that it's still covered. So you do what's called a continuation in part to kind of tie the bulk of the invention back to this application, but cover all the new aspects and dimensions from this application. That may be something you want to invest in, but you want to get your strategy first. That's bonus tip number one. Get your strategy right before you pay the issue fee. After you pay the issue fee, there's not much you can do. Second thing, this is probably the biggest thing I most often repeat when I'm on consultations. The patent is not a business. The patent is not a business. So what do I mean by that? The actual patent application that you have, when you get it granted to be a patent and it comes in a nice seal, that does not guarantee your business success. It does not guarantee your business success. So what do I mean by that? That means that this is just part of your business. Meaning the whole point of getting a patent is to secure your intellectual property, meaning it's to help protect your business. During the time this is going on, the whole 4 steps is happening, like I said, that can take 3 to 5 years, unless you jump a line, and it can take like 2 years. Even still, the whole time you're doing this, you need to be making money with your business. Again, remember in the earlier videos we said the patent office is part of the Department of Commerce, meaning that it's about commerce, commercialize, money, economics. Your business needs to be making money. So if your thing is that I want to license this to a company, or I want to manufacture or make sales, make sales. The whole time you're doing this, you are patent pending. The whole time you maintain the patent process is patent pending. You don't have the actual legal recourse to tell somebody to stop or sue them until you actually get the patent. But you can put someone on notice. Hey, your idea, your product is coming out, is very close to the product that I've already sought intellectual property protection on. You might want to look at that. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to partner with that company. Maybe hedge something off before it becomes a big lawsuit later on. But the patent is not your business. Just because you have a granted patent doesn't mean you're going to be, all of a sudden your $1 million idea is going to give you $1 million. That's the business side. That's where having business consultants, if you're an entrepreneur or an inventor, maybe partnering with someone that's more business savvy, that has the, how do you get the business done? How do I sell this thing? If you're about the invention and just about the tech, maybe you need to get with somebody that's about the money and how to make business happen, how to generate funds, how to sell the product. So that's the biggest advice to you, is that the patent is not a business. The patent is a tool to help you secure your business. But another thing that I always tell you, this is the second part of the bonus tip. The first part, the patent is not a business. The second part is that you have to evaluate. Evaluate what's the value of your invention. So what does it mean to you to have a patent? I've had some guy say, hey, I just want a patent to put on my wall. Show my kids, my grandkids, when I'm gone, they'll see that their pop got a patent. Well, I told him, I said, if you got, 5 years to waste and money to waste on getting a plaque on your wall, that's great. And you have plenty of patent practitioners that will do that for you. But that's not the real value of a patent. The value of a patent is the system is designed to reward the one who is commercializing their product. That's how it's designed. That's not always how it actually functions or actually turns out, but that's the way the system was envisioned and the way the system has been designed. And even the changes, the AIA, the underlying intention based on, when you look at the writings that went into it and the legal discussions, was to optimize business. Now, when you talk about whether it's to help the small guy or the big guy, I don't get into that argument, but I understand both perspectives, and I actually do empathize with the little guy. But that's why I'm here with you right now. So basically, this is our first series of videos on the 4 fundamental steps of the patent process. If there's something you'd like to hear more about, something I left out that you'd like me to discuss a little bit, leave it in the comments below. We'll try to get back to you. Maybe if there's enough comments, we'll make a new video. But basically, we're just trying to inform the public. You might have seen me in the Forbes magazine with Stephen Key, or heard me on the Invention Stories podcast with Robert Baer. But basically, I'm out here, I'm trying to educate the inventing public on how to really navigate this patent process. Again, you can look at the link in the description, or there'll be a link on this video at the end of this video, either in the beginning or the end, for you to schedule a consultation with me. I can help you. If you're looking for patent representation, I'm a registered patent agent. Definitely look out and look me up. I'm here to help. Have any questions, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this series. If there's something getting left out, let us know. We'll try to get back to you on that. Have a wonderful evening, wonderful day, wherever you are. Sun is up, sun is down. Have a great day, great life. Enjoy innovation. It is really wonderful. It's changed my life, and it's hopefully changing yours. Be back next time.